Am I the a-hole for not telling my husband's friends he's in the hospital? My 35F husband, 38M, was admitted to the hospital 3 weeks ago. We didn't know why he was sick and he stopped breathing and was put on a ventilator and was asleep for 2 weeks. I didn't know if he was going to pull through or not, or if he would have long-term problems if he did come through. I only told our families and did not tell all of our friends. Some of his friends kept texting him and calling him, so I had my brother-in-law tell my husband's friends that my husband was very sick. A bunch of them started calling and texting my husband, even though my husband was unresponsive and couldn't use his phone whatsoever. I do have access to my husband's phone, but I haven't read anything or looked through anything. I've been saving all of his messages and stuff for him to see when he gets better and can look at it himself. So 2 days ago my husband started to wake back up, he's asked for his phone a few times and he started to click on messages. He just moves his fingers around and swipes. I saw messages between his friends calling me a B and saying to F me for not telling them right away. Some of these guys my husband used to be friendly with but now doesn't even talk to them. They got into a fight and said mean things about my husband and me, and so he stopped hanging out with them. He left their softball and football leagues over it. My husband told me and his brothers so many times that he couldn't stand these guys and was happy to be rid of them. My husband was in the ICU for 2 weeks. He can't have more than 2 visitors each day and his brothers swap out with me. He can't talk, and he's been unresponsive and just asleep on a ventilator with so many things hooked up to him. Now that he's waking up, I asked if he wants visitors and he shook his head no. I asked about his friends and he still shook his head for a no. I still asked my husband if he wants them to come visit even though they have been so mean to me and he always shakes his head no, but his friends don't believe me and think that I'm lying and they're so angry that I didn't tell them right away what was going on even though my husband hasn't talked to them in months and don't want anything to do with them.